a beast in the jungle.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Patriots going up against the Buccaneers.
Larry, it's something that Floridians are all too familiar with as the rain continues to fall here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at its 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly
I don't want to know.
that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Ten yards still left on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll toss it out to Sims. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Ready.
From the gun, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Brady now on first down. Going underneath for Lewis. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
So that'll back them up 5. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The play fake to Sims, now Winston. He finds the rookie from Alabama, O.J. Howard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On third down, that's Sims. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Edelman set to return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. In his 5th year from La Tech, here's the lefty Ryan Allen to punt it. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. And the drive begins here with Sims. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The play clock's running down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now Brady on the bootleg. There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, David Harris. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
20. Easy.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Robert Ayers in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On play action, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
He was the cover guy for Madden in 2016, but I don't think Gronk saw that as being his highlight for the year. What did he have, 25 catches for the season? Only 8 games, went down for good right before Thanksgiving. You know he wants to be back with a vengeance in 2017.
Brady. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second down, Winston. A dump off to Sims. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Looks like a pretty good, safe play right there. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Guy with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Play clock winding down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Allen has it left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Martellus Bennett moves on to Green Bay, so what do the Patriots do? They go get Dwayne Allen from Indianapolis.
Yeah, for a 4th-round draft pick, and last year he had 35 catches, 6 touchdowns as a Colt. And also the Patriots got Brandon Cooks, Coney Ealy, and Allen all for draft picks. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake. Brady. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Let's go now. Blue lady. There we go.
First down, Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Winston. And it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Ready.
Jameis to throw it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 11-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It got his man complete. Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 89 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Sims. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Sims. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
They'll run it with Sims. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Brady. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Let's go, let's go.
Again, it's Lewis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gronkowski for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Gronkowski, whoa, he missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He's got it at the 15. And all the way down to the 9. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 57 yards. Winston. Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Guy in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So this is not the QB here. They're going to do a direct snap out of the Wildcat. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Winston to throw it this time. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, they run to Sims. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Sims. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Now they run with Sims. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll give the Bucs a first down. They'll run here with Sims. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Let's go.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Bucs try it on fourth down but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. And now out come the Patriots. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They try again with Lewis. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
Ready? White 25.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
who's
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Pats, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.